Mount&Blade Warband is also going to support multiplayer gameplay with up to 64 players on a server. And this is one of the most exciting features for us, and also probably for the fans as well. In the multiplayer game, there are several different game types you can play. Some of those are the classical things like deathmatch, where every player is on its own and everyone tries to fight against everyone else. There's a team deathmatch where there are two teams and the one who scores the most kills wins. There is a capture the flag, and we have a game type called battle. Basically, there are two teams, and the one who survives at the end of the game is the winner. We have a fight and destroy mode, which is more strategical, and in that there's a defender team which defends two map objectives, which are things like a catapult or something that you have to defend, and there's an attacker team which tries to destroy those. One very exciting new game type we are working on is called the siege. Here there are obviously two teams again, and there's a castle, and one team is trying to take the castle and the other one is trying to defend it. And apart from the castle, there are in order to take the castle you can use various methods. For example, there is an assault tower which you push towards the castle and use it to gain access. There are ladders around, and you can just put the ladders to the walls and try to take it. And you can just take axes and try to smash the doors. And we are trying to make it such that all the aspects of medieval siege warfare work in the game. So it's really interesting. So, for example, in the castle there are different flanking towers that are used, which are based on really historical, actual architectural details, and you have loops for archers where you can peek at the attackers and take snapshots at them. And we are trying to make sure that the castles are really sophisticated and things that you can play with. For example, there's a gatehouse and there's a mechanism for opening the gates, and you can just sneak into the castle if you can. You can just go find your way to the gatehouse and operate the system and open the gate for your friends to rush in. And things like that. So it's really playful and makes the castle come alive, and it's a very popular mode, and we think it's going to be very interesting for players. One very interesting feature that we are working on is being a commander in the multiplayer game. So we thought that okay, the multiplayer game is great, but sometimes you really play with very few people for one reason or another. So we thought that one of the defining features of Mount&Blade is being able to command soldiers and fight alongside them at the same time. So why not carry that idea over to multiplayer? What we came up is that we have this system where you can add bots to the game, and it will distribute the bots to the players, and you can mix and match everything as you like. So, for example, if you have 8 people, you can just be separate into 2 teams, each one with 4 commanders, and you can take, let us say, 6, 7, 10 bots each, and then it will be like a battle, and you will be like, you will perhaps be the supreme commander of the battle, and one of you will perhaps be the commander of the infantry, and one of you will command the archers, and the other will command the cavalry. So you can really mix your personal sword fighting skills with your strategical skills and play a very unique, different type of multiplayer game. Defining aspects of Mount&Blade is its mods. Without the mods, Mount&Blade wouldn't be what it's now, and it owes a lot of its success to the mods. And we have a wonderful mod community and lots of exciting mods going on. Mod authors will be able to make use of all the different multiplayer aspects, and they will be able to customize or add in different features. They will be able to set different rules, add different game types, and basically design everything to their heart's content. We are very excited about Mount&Blade Warband, and we think if you are interested in medieval times, and if you like sword fighting, and if you like the idea of riding on a horse and fighting with tough guys with swords, then we think you should give it a try, and you are going to enjoy Mount&Blade Warband.